So today's car rant is, why is your nutrition plan for BJJ like a burger? Now, if you've been to any of my seminars, I've been lucky to do enough in gyms all over the country. If you have watched any of the Instagram content, if you've seen podcasts, etc., then this is something that I have talked about quite a little bit. Now, what I mean by it is that you should think of structuring a good nutrition plan like a good burger. So, what is the main thing that makes the burger really, really good when you have it? It is the burger. We want to ensure that the burger is the most tasty focal point of the meal. And what I mean by that in terms of a nutrition plan is that the burger is your consistency to the plan. That you are able to stick to the plan, you're able to keep it going, that you can do it day in, day out, week, month, year, if necessary, at various stages. It doesn't matter how good the rest of the burger is if you can't get that bit right, because that's the bit that will make or break any single program. Now, what the rest of the burger is, the bun, the pickles, the cheese, the bacon, the sauces, the other condiments, all that kind of thing, is all the bits that you layer on top of consistency and having a good plan, such as supplementation, periodization, making sure that you are tracking intensity and volume of your training, that you are improving your performance in training, that you are keeping an eye on certain health markers, that your blood pressure is good, that your cholesterol is good, that your testosterone is in a good place, that you have great sleep, and other recovery modalities. These are the things that you layer on top of having the good consistency, i.e. the burger, that will make the biggest difference to your program. Now, the difference between having something that is good and will work really well, i.e. is a tasty meal, is the burger bit. That is the main bit that you need to get right. So it doesn't matter how good the rest of it is. It doesn't matter the fancy supplements that you're using. It doesn't matter, the ins and outs of your macro planning, your nutrient timing, your sleep hygiene, all the rest of it, is if you can't stick to it and it doesn't fit with your life. Because you will only do it for so long before you bin it off and go back to old habits. So you must make sure that the main part of your plan, the overall program, the burger, is something you can execute consistently, i.e. is tasty. It's then when you start adding all the other bits and layering them in at the appropriate time that you will take something from great to incredible. And that's where you see all the incredible transformations, the difference to progress, the people who really, really struggled with weight and their food their entire life and go to places that, really impressive that you see all over social media and stuff like that. The problem is that the burger bit, the consistency bit in the initial program bit, is boring. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to do the work that is necessary to get that bit right before they do all the fancy wizardry stuff and that you hear people talk a lot about on social media, because it's harder to sell to you as a service. It's easier to sell you supplements. It's easier to sell you blood testing. It's easier to sell you allergy testing, and super sleep products and mattresses and electrolytes and health trackers, because these are sexy. These aren't, the boring bits. But it is what is required for you to do it. Excuse the beeping of the car. For you to have a good program. And if you don't do it, then you will never get the results that you want. So what you need to do is, when you are thinking about coming up with your program and the plan itself, is that you actually structure the main bit, the burger as it will, is that is the most effort. When you're thinking about planning, when you're thinking about doing something, when you're thinking about, this is like the diet I'm going to do, whether it's to lose fat, to make weight for competition, to add muscle, whatever it may be, that I can make it work well consistently within my life. Then after I know I can do it consistently, that's when I'm going to start adding in all the rest of the layering products, things like that. If you need help with staying consistent and you have questions, or you need things like routine planners and habit trackers and all that kind of stuff, drop a comment below, drop a message, and I'll happily send you some